Hey guys, this is Nanan. I'm here at Brick Fiesta 2013 and I'm going to go ahead and walk through the convention and talk about it and show you guys some of the mocks that are around this year. Alright, so this is the view that you guys get from the entrance area, and once you head in here, we're going to take a left and see what they have. So one thing that you might have noticed, or at least I noticed, was all these huge green drapes that are kind of sectioning off different areas of the convention, and it appeared maze-like, so you have to navigate your way around. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So first off, this is the small vendor space right here. I'm not going to talk much about vendors because you see them at every convention, and I don't usually buy a lot of stuff. So if I really miss out on something that's exciting, then I apologize for that. So let's go ahead and start with this mock right here. This is the Endeavor Mission 26, as it is called, and it's by a local fan, Mick Chan. And this is actually the photo. It's based off a photograph of the return of the space shuttle, and you can have the donut shop there along the gas station. They're actual landmarks that are in the photo. So moving on, we have, again, lots of empty space actually, because this year the convention was a lot bigger than it has been in the previous years. So some table spaces were not filled either because people didn't bring their mocks, or because for whatever else reason. But this is supposed to be the city and town area. Don't be alarmed, there's actually plenty of city layouts. These are just the miscellaneous mocks. I'm not sure if the camera is close enough, but you can kind of generally see stuff. Again, I'm going to take a little while on these first few mocks just to get the pace set up. Yeah, it's a micro city there, a trucks, oil derrick, and then Awesome Town, the banner. I made that a few years ago. It actually lights up and it's motorized. Let me go ahead and see if I can turn it on. Just give me one sec. Okay, so that's Awesome Town for you right there. And the idea behind that one is, I built this for Brick Fair in 2011, and it was more of a joke because I was there and Tyler wasn't, and by then people expected us to be bringing collaborations. So I built Awesome Town, and then it points to like a blank space with like a stand-up photo frame that says like something about like, oh, Tyler's not here, so the other half of our mock is missing. And that was the joke. So this is the corner of the convention. This is just some Legends of Chima racing sets for, I guess, kids and adults alike. I wouldn't mind trying the speeders if I had an opportunity, but most of my time has not been spent at the convention. It's actually been in the hospital because now I'm starting third year in school, so things are really picking up. Okay, this is the creatures area. We have a dolphin as the standout mock here, and then the white elephant, lion, Slenderman, which is, if you guys haven't heard about that game, it's, some people think it's the scariest thing ever, some people like it. But it's pretty much a horror game where you have to collect notes and then some monster shows up and scares the bejesus out of you. And StarCraft Banglings, I made these a while ago. They're based off the creatures from StarCraft 2, the video game. StarCraft 2 Infester by Mike Neves. I actually commissioned him to build this, so I just displayed this for him. Angry Birds, I'm sure everyone recognizes that. And then a Lego butterfly that is motorized. Not sure how it works. Let's go ahead and take a look because I'm curious too. Okay, it looks like a custom motor there, one that I'm not too familiar with. It doesn't seem like it's Mindstorms, so I'm not going to go ahead and attempt to explain that, but it looks very cool. The fact that it is self-moving. Alright, a recognizable stage from Super Smash Brothers, the original one. You see Captain Falcon, Kirby. I'm not sure what piece Kirby is, but it's definitely a custom. Minecraft Creeper, a lot of us will recognize that. This is the crew mansion, so I'll take my camera out again. You can see the different rooms. I wonder if you can actually play the game on this. This will be pretty cool. You have the characters, you have the little weapons on there. It's a pretty nice idea. Alright, let's see what the screen is all about. If you look through this crack here, there's a lot of people there. I think there's an ice cream social going on. This is Friday night at 8 p.m. And that's where the party is at. Okay, it's a classic scene from Lord of the Rings. I think everyone who's seen the movie recognized it without much explaining to do. Again, miniature Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings. A little bit more small mocks. Again, I feel like I'm covering a lot of mocks in detail, so I'll try to speed things up. Behind me is another vendor, custom military minifigures and weapons. It's called Modern Brick Warfare. Again, I'm not too familiar with all these. I'm sure all the kids out there, they can correct me. And speaking of kids and their fascination with, brick arms and custom minifigs, I was setting up my mocks, and next to me, two kids were talking about it. They were really enthusiastic, and it made me realize, man, where did my childhood go? Back then I collected Pokemon cards. I was excited about them, and then now kids are excited about brick arms. It's good for them. I want something to be, that I can look forward to, like the newest release or whatever. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but anyways, a pirate ship, small island there. And we have a lime green train, yep. And here we have a multicolored Bionicle hover bike. See, it uses a lot of different colored pieces. It's got a mirror underneath it, which I think is interesting, so you can actually see the underside of the mock without having to pick up the actual creation, and that's a cool way to display your creations. Some micro scale creations. Would you like to talk about them?
Sure. This is just a neighborhood park. This is the inner two rings of Stonehenge as it was originally built, theoretically.
All right.
And then we have what I call Trouble on the Turnpike. 18-wheelers turned over and spilt its cargo and have emergency response in a major traffic jam.
Nice.
All built
just
in
like
a
in real
micro
life.
scale.
Cool. And that was Rick Jones, everyone.
Rick Jones.
Okay, moving on, we have some art creations here. A mosaic of an evil-looking Mickey Mouse from the Runaway Brain in 1995. I'm not familiar with this. And a tiger mosaic. And again, with mosaics nowadays, people have all kinds of crazy techniques of doing it, but then it's still good to have the classic plates technique, which is as basic as you can get. I mean, the effect is still very nice. From a distance, it looks very realistic. I Love You by Nathan Jones. He made this for his wife, I believe, as a Christmas present. That's what the mock card says. So, very cool gift. Let's see, moving on. The Texas Longhorn flag. A fire hydrant, some carpenter tools, and one of the Hammer Brothers from Mario. It's definitely a cool piece for all the video game nerds out there. I wouldn't mind one sitting in my room if I had it. Alright. What do we have here? Some smaller mocks. Well, this is a Lego Scatter line before Friends was in the making. And I believe, yeah, these look to be official Lego sets. And it's, you know, it's really nice to see all these colors, even though they're not technically mocks. It's just good to enjoy them for the colors, the light yellow, and some other colors that I don't even know how to name, but they're just very cool. You know, speaking of rare colors, I'm really getting into collecting rare colors nowadays. Using them on spaceships, and in my latest project, my latest collaboration with Tyler, we're using a lot of rare colors in there. And hopefully, you know, we were supposed to get it done by Brick Fiesta, but that didn't happen. So next time, I don't know. Whenever it gets done, it'll get done. All right, so this is a diorama section. So starting with the garden here, this one's called Samurai Commitment. So it's an ancient Japanese scene. There's a few of those in the Lego community, but it's always novel to see new ones. Have a wooden tree forest, a small waterfall, some rock formations, a rope bridge, and this baller sensei, they are chilling on top of the rock. Now that's something that's a pretty interesting and funny detail to look at. Alright, so this from a distance looks like a well-designed Greek temple, but if you actually look inside, you'll realize that Hulk is smashing things up a bit. I thought that was a pretty fascinating detail, and the mock is called Hokuos, I think. Okay, I'll let you make it out for yourselves. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Yeah, and the thing about the mock cards, I really like them because they're really small. You can just pick them up if you want to, and they don't take a lot of space. So when you have a lot of small mocks, you know which mock card is associated with which one. Okay, this is an diorama celebrating Thanksgiving with an underwater scene beneath the diorama. It's a pretty cool feature there. And speaking of underwater, here we have, okay, what do we have here? A fish, well, a mock that's built inside a fish tank. And it features a lot of the classic diver sets and some SpongeBob items as well. So, and on top of that, you have the rescue team. You know, this reminds me of the Lego magazine and the catalog back in the 90s, where they actually set it up just like that. They have, well, I mean, they don't use a fish tank, but they do separate it into 2 layers. On top, you have the rescue squad. In fact, these are the actual sets from the rescue squad, or I forgot what the rescue line was called back then, but certainly brings back some memories. Okay, this tall mock in here is pretty interesting, and I want to note that. It's called There Goes the Neighborhood. And what is going on here? Seems like it's a waterfall, and then you have a ferry. Here, I'll take a closer look at it with you. You have a ferry on a swing listening to music. It's pretty trippy. But hey, it's good. The build is pretty solid. I like the texture there between the that separates the water and the rocks. And this is one of my mocks, Satellite Outpost. It's the one that everyone says, ooh, lots of flowers. Attack on the White House Down. Is that movie out yet? With who's in there? Jamie Foxx. It's so funny to see him as a president, but I haven't seen it yet. Don't know if I want to see it. It's just a little bit over the top for me. Okay, vignettes. 2 of mine right there. It's cube dudes of Han Solo and Greedo. A mousetrap, also by me. 2 very tall vignettes featuring some interesting looking rock work and climbing ivy plants. A waterfall. Another vignette by me right there. Dropping the F-bomb. You have a guy in a crane with a Duplo bomb and an F on there, so haha, I get it. Alright, and I'm not sure what this section is. Miscellaneous stuff, I guess. But this is a motorized contraption from Legend of Korra. Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but basically I saw it working earlier, and the different sections spin. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. No one's gonna blame me. And it doesn't work right now, so sorry about that. Okay, we have a back in there. It's actually a brick printing machine. I don't want to zoom, but you can see that they printed some of these tiles there. In fact, let me show you my badge. So this is the Brick Fiesta badge this year. So you can see they printed the design right here. It's a background of Dallas, and the names are engraved. And as usual, you know, this is a default badge. It comes decorated for you. Brick Fiesta, we're known for having our badges made using tiles instead of bricks. So that's a pretty unique feature. All right, holiday restructuring.